Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday. I'm so glad we all made it to Saturday. Okay, but we're going to talk right quick about something. Okay, now I'm not going to, I don't know, I might change my mind in a minute, but I'm going to start this off by saying I'm not going to use any names. Okay, I'm just going to educate, advocate, and spread awareness. Okay. All right, let's talk about something. All right, I've seen um, issues going on with other creators, and it's not necessarily really issues between creators. It's, I don't even know how to say this because I feel like it is so stupid that I have to say it, that I don't want to sound ugly, but I don't know how to say it without sounding ugly. All right, let me put it this way. When you are a person, a grown adult person, that works on the behalf of the protection of children, okay, you attract crazy people. And if you hear that scratching noise in the background, that's Crew Dog. He's doing his morning scratch. Every time I try to do a video early in the morning, that's what y'all get. So just deal with it. Anyhow, you attract crazies. Why do you attract crazies? Because PDF files work in groups, right? Okay. There's not just like, yeah, I guess every once in a while you'll have like a rogue PDF file here and a rogue PDF file there, but for the most part, they work in groups, right? So these groups are all over the United States of America. All right. Well, there are those of us that are not scared to speak up against these people. I've stated several times before, I've been doxxed. My address has been given out. My phone number has been given out. My government name has been given out. My minor child that still lives at home with me, his information has been given out. Over the past month and a half, my local police department has been called 3 times in the middle of the night and told that horrible things are happening at my home and that they need to get over here. Why? Because I choose to do things that protect children. Okay, so I'm very supportive of other creators who do the same thing. So when I see other creators that are receiving death threats, that are being stalked, and I can tell you right now, okay, like this particular person is being attacked right now because she chose to meet up. She chose to meet up with another person who is also being stalked by the same person. Now, here's the glitch in the matrix here. The glitch in the matrix is this particular creator protects children. This other person who is a content creator, kind of like lifestyle creator, their spouse is currently incarcerated for CSAM charges. Okay. However, as I said before, this creator who protects children is receiving death threats. Okay, now through all the little things that we have and, all the reports we can get and people that we know, it's been found out that it is a particular person. This particular person is also, as I said, contacting this other person whose spouse is incarcerated. So basically, my child protector person chose to meet in a public place to speak with this person about this issue. Because in the beginning, the death threat thrower, so to speak, was the person who protects children really thought that it was this particular other person whose spouse is incarcerated. She thought it was her. Okay. That's when they, through posting and this one seeing that one seeing this, they contacted each other privately. And she was like, no, I'm not threatening. I'm not sending you death threats. And so they chose to meet up in a public place. They talked about it. That was what it was about. Okay. Now what I'm seeing though is all of these women all over these social media platforms that are just ragging out the creator who does the child protection stuff. And I can tell you right now, she's telling the truth. She has stated how even though she's receiving these death threats, she's not getting very much protection from her local police department. Okay. I can tell you right now, that's true. Every bit of it is true. My police department has been sent to my house 3 times from PDF files that live across the country from me. Okay? Across the country. Not up the road, not in the state next door to me, across the damn country. Okay? 3 times in the middle of the night. Do you know what it's like to wake up in the middle of the night, 2 o'clock in the morning, with a white light in your eyeball? And it's the police in your front yard with their guns drawn? And that's their flashlight in your eyeball? Yeah, it sucks. But do they offer to protect me? No. Nope. No. And nada. All the doxing. Nope. We can't do anything for you. You have to go out there. You have to file paperwork out there. So when this woman is on TV, I mean, or your TV, your tablet, your phone, whatever you're watching her on, and she's talking about how she's not receiving any protection, she's telling the truth. And so I see all these women that are making fun of her and talking about, oh, that's not happening. That's not true. Well, you have no idea how grateful I am for you that you've never had to deal with this kind of thing. I really am. I'm grateful because I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Because the very people that are supposed to protect you, no. I have no faith in my local police department because they know that this is going on. They're the ones that get the calls at the police department. They're the ones that have come out here all 3 times, and all 3 times, like, my house, the lights are out. It's silent here. Nothing's going on. And every time, yep, well, I do work protecting children from adults that are scum. So, and they work in rings and groups. And so they literally send your information from group to group to group all over the United States. Because that's how they get the stuff that they use to get their jollies off. They send it. It goes from person to person across the state through rings. And so, yeah, that upsets me. It would upset me. I mean, letting you know. So all you women out there that are flapping your gums, saying that this lady obviously isn't receiving death threats, she's just trying to get followers and money and blah, blah, blah. As I said before, I'm so grateful that you've never had to deal with this. I'm so grateful that, you know, you've chose a profession that doesn't involve protecting children, because if you didn't, if you, had chose a profession that involves what we do, then you would be having to deal with this too, if you're good at your job. Um, so anyway, like I said, I just wanted to let you know, we all like to think that the police can fix everything. Okay, well, turn on your TV, number one. And I think right now is the best time ever to illustrate this. Turn on your TV. Do you see the police fixing anything? No, you don't. No, they're not fixing a thing. And when it comes to this kind of stuff, no. My police department has been to my house 3 times. I'm offered no protection. None. I have a paper trail that shows I filed reports that my information has been doxed, and all that. Okay? So this particular creator is dealing with someone who's not across the nation. As a matter of fact, it's very close to where it literally is. When I say right up the road, I mean literally like a right up the road from her. Okay? So, especially if you have children, think about what you say before you go blabbing your lips all over social media. Actually do some investigating into it, and find out, my gosh, is this true? Like, could this person who, is very passionate about protecting children, I mean, is it true that she's offered very little protection by our authorities, by the local authorities? Is that true? And you're going to find out that, yeah, I mean, it is. It's exactly the truth. Pretty much. Here's the deal. Until they hurt you, there's nothing they can do. You can file a protective order all day long. All day long. And it's like I tell everybody every day of the week, a protection order is only as important as whatever it means to the person who has it in their hands. So in other words, if that person who's been handed that protective order that says you must stay away from that person over there, if that person says, I don't give a damn about this protective order, guess what? That protective order means nothing. Means nothing. Okay? So let's understand that first. A protective order is not some magic cloak of shield that you can wave in someone's face and, oh, look, I have a protective order. Nope. It's important to me, but it's not important to them at all. Okay? Until, and you know how I know this information? Do you want to know how I know this information? Because my local police department, yeah, I literally said, so basically, until they hurt me, there's nothing that you can do. Unfortunately, yes. So all you people that are out there putting out all these hateful videos, talking about how, oh, she's lying, she doesn't have a stalker, it's not that serious, blah, 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 blah. Go educate yourself first. Most of us that do this kind of work, a lot of us, now there are some of us that, they're just called to this kind of work, but most of us do it because we have past trauma with it. And so not only that, but you're adding to that. And see, what you're also doing is you are fueling the flames of the fire for that woman. The more people that make ugly videos speaking about stuff that they know nothing about, it's literally making the person that is, and this person has a record. Like, they know who this person is. They know they know who this person is that is sending her these death threats. Okay. This person has a criminal record, a violent criminal record. Not, oh, she got a DUI back in 1999 on spring break. No, nothing like that. No. Stalking charges, alleged stalking charges, alleged domestic violence charges. Yeah, I mean, this is someone who obviously uses violence on a daily basis almost. She definitely speaks it on a daily basis and has used it. Okay, so yeah. And it's just very disappointing to see most of this stuff coming from women, a lot of them women who have children. I'm like, do your background work. Educate yourself before you do what you are doing. Because yes, for people like us, until we are harmed, all we can do is file for a protection order that literally means nothing to the person that it's handed to. They don't care. It's a piece of paper to them. It's not a magic shield that cloaks us from danger. No, it's not. Until they harm us, the police can do nothing. However, PDF files can every day call the local police department where I live and say, oh, there's this going on at this house and you need to go there right now, right now. And they have to come because that's regulation. It's a call that's made. They have to err on the side of caution. Even though every time they come, I'm here asleep in my bed and nothing's going on. And we have the same conversation every time. Okay? This angers me. It's a hard enough job to do as it is. We don't need the extra. Okay? And I'm not trying to be, like I said, it's early, it's Saturday morning, but, it's the time of the day. My 14-year-old is still asleep, and it's the weekend, so that's why I'm doing this video right now. Please do your homework. And please be careful who you interact with on the internet. Seriously. Anyhow, but I mean, that's just that. I just wanted to go ahead and talk about that for a minute because it angers me so much that this is happening to this woman. And that there are other women that are out there that don't know this woman, don't live near her or anything, that are just watching short content videos and are making the assumption that she is lying, that there is obviously no stalker, there's obviously no death threats, because if there was, the police would have done something about it by now. Well, I'm sorry, but you're wrong. Educate yourself. If you have kids, you really need to be educated about this kind of stuff anyway. Because the internet is an evil place. A very evil place. It's evil for adults. It's 1,000 times evil for children. All right, guys. Y'all let me know if y'all want to, further this conversation. I'm totally cool with it. As I always say, please give me a like on the video. If you're not a, subscriber of our community, please, hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you here. Please share the content. And like I said, like I always say, change doesn't happen when we keep our mouths closed. Okay. All right, guys. Also, the channel that I was watching that I became aware of this on, CC Suarez, hit up her channel too. I'll put, a link to her down in the description for this video, and you can kind of go see all of the deep dive info about this issue. All right, guys. I'm sure I'll talk to you again this weekend. Y'all have fun out there. Please, please, please be safe and always know that you're loved. Love you guys. Bye.